Now, I actually went into Pokemon Sun and Moon version, and I wanted to make sure how new this was. And this is Ribombee taking an action, and then like you can pause it in the 3DS, and you can like look around in your Pokedex and stuff, and we can see that there's actually like yellow underneath the heart face on Ribombee, and that is the most that you can see inside of Pokemon Sun and Moon on the right. So the model has changed, the graphic map has changed, and also the graphics themselves have been massively, incredibly updated. And even then, we can see like Ribombee is looking at a different angle as well. So it's also kind of just gotten reworked and just looks way better. So I just don't understand the outrage.
You heard it here first, folks. Verlisify has confirmed that the models found in Sun and Moon are new, despite comparing identical models. According to Verlisify, it's an entirely new model if you can see a part of the model on one side that is completely obscured by a different animation on the other side. It doesn't matter that the models are future-proofed, having obscenely high triangle counts for a 3DS that it would literally cause noticeable frame drops, having more than 2 models on screen at any time, which means the models weren't made for the 3DS, but were, instead, intended to be used later on for stronger hardware like the Switch, hence the future-proof design philosophy. It doesn't matter that the models are already proven to be 100% compatible with the Nintendo Switch, with the models being ported into Pokemon Let's Go. This further fulfills the design philosophy behind the decision to future-proof the models in the first place, to be able to reuse them on more powerful hardware later down the line. It doesn't matter that Game Freak created literally thousands of unused walking and running animations to use in future titles for said future-proof models. It doesn't matter that literally all of the old, reused animations are frame-by-frame identical to past games on completely different systems, which requires identical rigs or you run into glaring issues. It doesn't matter that Game Freak has been reusing the same future-proof models for over half a decade that have been in literally every single title since X and Y in 2013. It doesn't matter that the exact same models are used on completely different hardware, like phones and arcade machines, which is a testament to how flexible the models are, being able to be ported into completely different systems. It doesn't matter that you can change the texture without manipulating the actual model itself in any way. It doesn't matter that all 100 plus old Pokemon from past games, seen so far in Sword and Shield, look the exact same as they did on entirely inferior hardware, despite it being extremely trivial to tell if a model is actually new or not. It doesn't matter that it makes negative sense for Game Freak to remake identical copies of their old assets instead of, you know, making completely brand new looking assets. It's disrespectful to Game Freak to assume they're so inept at their jobs that not only did they discard all of their high quality assets, they also made the new ones look exactly like the old ones instead of taking the opportunity to make better assets. None of that matters because Verlisify made a grossly inaccurate and disingenuous comparison to push his deluded narrative. He somehow, conveniently, forgot that Pokemon Camp is based off of Pokemon Refresh. So instead of using Refresh Ribombee for a more honest comparison, he used the Pokedex. He then recognized, immediately, that the models still looked too similar for his liking, so he had Ribombee initiate an entirely different action from the one seen in Sword and Shield, to contort Ribombee as much as possible in order to deceive his clickbaited victims. The models are, therefore, confirmed, beyond a reasonable doubt, to be new due to cunning dishonesty, notwithstanding the mountains of evidence corroborating the inverse assessment, contradicting this so-called self-proclaimed confirmation that has zero substantiated evidence.
Huh. It's like Game Freak cares about their games. It's like Game Freak cares about their audience, and the last 2 decades and more have only proven that, and there was no reason to doubt or attack them. Shocker.
Hey guys, I hope you liked the video. Who knew comparing identical models with different contortions due to animation somehow confirms said models to be new? I wanted to let you guys know that I have a Discord server now, called the DistantKingdom. A huge shout out to my man Ponko for helping me get the server up and running. The server is in its infancy, but there's a suggestion channel with incentive for those that have their suggestions selected for a new channel. You can also leave video suggestions and I will shout you out if I make a video based on your generous suggestion. I'll be in there a lot, so if you guys want to ask me a question or just chat, then that will be the place to go. Link is in the description. If you like the condemnation of Verlisify's dishonesty, then do I have the man for you. Check out my boy Savage. He goes into great detail educating others on what is so toxic about Verlisify and why. He also just recently dropped a video that sheds a light on the cancel culture engulfing the Pokemon community. That also features myself. A link to both this video and his channel will be down in the description. Stick around until the very end for some bonus clips that indulge in the totally sensible and rational logic of those that think the models are new. With all that being said, always remember, don't settle for less, fight for more. Thanks for watching, guys.
Holy the models really are new. I mean, it's just so obvious. Just look at the wings. Look how the wings are smaller on the right. This totally confirms that the models are new. And not just this model. This confirms that all of the models in the entire game are brand new. I knew it all along. This is so incredible. Oh, never mind. The animation was just one frame behind. So that's why the wings look bigger on one side than the other. Oh, wait, I take that back. Look at this. This just in, breaking news. Confirmed. The models are new and it's confirmed. Look at this. Oh my god. These models look completely different. I mean, look at the one on the right. You can't even see its face. These two models look completely different. It was just facing the wrong direction. Oh, okay. Oh my god, guys. For sure this time we got them. For sure. New models confirmed. I mean, just look at this. The one on the right doesn't even have any color. We can see that there's actually like yellow underneath the heart face on Ribombee, and that is the most you can see inside of Pokemon Sun and Moon on the right. So the model has changed. The graphic map has changed, and the graphics themselves have been massively, incredibly updated. And even then, we can see like Ribombee is looking at a different angle as well. So it's also kind of just gotten reworked and just looks way better. So I just don't understand the outrage.